All right, welcome in. We've got some more comments from the Rebels. I've got the GM, Z Kahn, with me. Z, I know you just came off a big weekend up in North Dakota, but you're preparing for maybe even a bigger weekend in Chicago. So tell us a little bit about last weekend, and then let's preview the upcoming weekend.
Yeah, I mean, last weekend, tough trip. North Dakota is always a tough trip. Last year we went 0-3. This year we went 1-2. It's tough buildings to play in. Obviously the INI stuff at Jamestown kind of gave us a little bit of a shot in the arm that night. We definitely played to our best abilities. Probably the best game we've played all season, complete 60 minutes. We won 6-1. Next night, emotional high from the night before. Kind of got off the bat a little bit soft, down 4-0 quick. 4 minutes into the game. When we battled back, we played a good hockey game. After that, we ended up losing 4-2 that game. So, I mean, we cleaned it up, but not the result we wanted that night. And then Saturday night, same deal. We were struggling to stay out of the box. Got to be a little bit smarter than that. So it was a tough trip. Three good hockey games though, and Minot, like I said, it's a tough building to play in. So we need to figure out how to win in that building at some point in time next year, hopefully.
So this weekend you got a big trip to Chicago. You got Alabama and Illinois with you there, and who's the third team or fourth team on that?
You got Alabama, us, Illinois, and University of Rhode Island. So 4 good teams, all top 25 teams. Right now, after the ranking came out, we're sitting at 17. Illinois 6, Alabama 20, and Rhode Island's 25. So we got 4 good teams. Anybody could play each other. We start with Alabama, and we got to take care of that game first. But definitely need to clean up our act, and we had a good week of practice here, it looks like, and kids are ready to go.
I know you have to play the games on the ice, and I know that you still have to win the games, but there's some things you can look at as positives. I know you guys have been out shooting a lot of teams. You've really got more skill than I think a lot of the teams you face, if not all the teams you face. So what do you do to put it all together? What's the key ingredient to make that glue stick?
Yeah, I mean, I think that at the end of the day, we are definitely the more skilled team on the ice most nights. We just have to, mentally as a group, kind of come together and figure out that, hey, listen, once everything's clicking, we really are. We could put a game together like the 6-1 win at Jamestown or the 7-0 win at Colorado earlier this year. We're biting ourselves in the foot when we go out there and play a little bit more selfish, but the game that we know we can play, then that's the type of hockey we'll be more successful with. So I mean, we got to stay out of the box. We gotta be smarter about how we play. We're out shooting teams 2-1 most nights. Even in our losses, the ASU lost 40-15 in shots. I mean, it's something that we ran into a hot goalie that night, but credit to them. Everybody's going to give us their best shot this year, and we know that. We have to be better than that.
That's part of building the program, though, right? You want to play the best to be the best, and I know you guys have aspirations of bigger and better things, and you've probably been asked this 1,000 times, so I'm going to ask you 1,001 so you can tell me what's the latest on UNLV hockey. Where do you stand right now, and are you on the path that you want to be on?
Yeah, we're doing our part. You know what? We want to win right now, though. Our biggest concern is to win with this team, this group. We've got a good group of kids. They all work hard every day for us, so we want to make sure that they know that this is what we're all here for right now. But as far as big picture, parallel paths, we're obviously trying to grow and do our best to, continue that process.
When we look at what's happened in the Desert Southwest over certainly the last 3 or 4 years, but just recently you had North Dakota and Minnesota here play a big NCAA game. I was in town for that one. I went back to ASU and I told Coach Powers, I said, as I look at those 3 teams right now, your team is better than both of them at the moment. Not to say that's where it's going to be in March, but the success that ASU is having is obviously rubbing off on everybody down here, isn't it?
Yeah, it definitely is, and everybody's trying to keep pace. I mean, we're competitive. It's a competitive sport. We want to keep up. We want to see what everybody's doing. We're proud of the success that they're having over there. Obviously, it helps our brand. It just brings more people to the hockey culture, and opens more eyes to what NCAA hockey really is. So it helps us to have their success so early on, and we look to keep our path going.
I haven't had a chance to visit with you since that North Dakota-Minnesota series, but the Orleans, you guys had a chance to skate on that ice, and that was a fantastic building and a fantastic atmosphere for me to be in, and I'm guessing you guys kind of feel the same, don't you?
Yeah, no, it's a great venue. It's a great setup for college hockey especially. I think that the biggest thing, is just make sure that they take good care of it when they actually do put ice in there, and it's ready to play the top level hockey. I think there was a couple here bumps and bruises here and there from the ice itself, but it's a great building.
Anything new on the horizon for next year? I know you're working on a schedule, and I know you'd like to do a lot of good things. You made some travel trips out east. Anything new and exciting coming up for next year we can talk about yet?
Still a work in progress on the schedule. We're going to have a lot of good home games this coming year. We're working on a couple games at the Orleans, actually. Hopefully everything works out on that. But yeah, our schedule's going to be really tough. We're going to have a really tough schedule next year again, and that's on purpose. We want to play the best.
What's the talk around UNLV on campus, administrators, stuff like that? How's the support of the hockey program? Is it good for you guys?
Yeah, they love what we're doing. We have a great brand on campus. We represent the school well. The kids are, they walk around. They got all the UNLV gear on. Everybody realizes we have a hockey team now. So, they love what we're doing. And, again, we have great support from the community, the school, and, it's step by step.
Z, let's wrap things up by just telling us a little update on some injury updates before you go to Chicago. I know you got a few guys that are banged up, as most everybody does this time of year, but anybody that's going to be definitely out and anybody that you're hoping to get back?
Everybody's kind of working through some bumps and bruises this time of year. Nothing too serious. We want to make sure that they're getting taken care of, and we'll see. We have a travel list to put together, and hopefully kids are healthy enough to make it happen.
Z, I appreciate your time as always. Good luck in the future, and definitely good luck this weekend.
Thank you.